Isle of Skye is the land of rugged landscapes, ancient castles, and breathtaking vistas. Misty Mountains, enchanting lochs, and the rich tapestry of history and natural beauty beckons every adventurous soul. Renowned as Scotland's one of the most iconic destinations, Skye is a haven for nature lovers, hikers, photographers, and everyone who is seeking a magical escape. Whether you are chasing breathtaking natural beauty, ancient history, or a tranquil escape from the bustle of everyday life, the Isle of Skye promises a truly unforgettable experience that will leave you captivated and longing to return. Join me as I embark on an exciting journey through this mystical isle where legends come to life and nature reveals its awe inspiring beauty. In this video, I will take you through my journey from Edinburgh to Inverness and finally the exploration of Isle of Skye. If you're looking for some inspiration for your upcoming trip to Scotland, then this video is definitely for you. Do watch till the end as I traverse through the gorgeous landscapes of Scotland. In my journey to Isle of Skye, I took a bus to Inverness, made my base there, and the next day from here only my guided tour will start. The journey to Inverness takes around 4 hours, and since I am a huge fan of bus travel, I could not contain my excitement to see the stunning scenery along the route. The plus point was the glass ceiling in the bus, and believe me, to watch the sky when you are being transported from a city to a beautiful countryside, it turns out to be an amazing perk. The Scottish Highlands are famous for their rugged beauty, and it's easy to see why. The mountains, the lakes, and the forest create a landscape that is both breathtaking and awe inspiring. Finally, after a few hours, I have reached Inverness. This beautiful city is known for its rich history and vibrant culture. But before I head out to the Isle of Skye the next morning, I am going to explore the city now. Since the days are longer in summers here, I had a bit of evening light when I reached here, so I decided to explore Inverness on foot. I started walking in the city centre, reached River Ness within a few minutes, and also saw the castle from the riverside. Inverness has a lot to offer, from its beautiful castle to its stunning river. The cobbled streets and the cathedrals were something that I already expected, but the energetic vibe of the city was the part which I loved the most. I wrapped my day with some amazing local food. My mantra while traveling is to always try local food. This is just my way of absorbing their culture a little bit. I ate a brisket and baby back ribs with a mojito and delicious banoffee pie in the dessert. The food was simply amazing. I'll add the restaurant's location and details in the description box below. I crashed for the night after dinner. Hotels are insanely expensive in Inverness, so I ended up choosing one of the worst hostel rooms in the university area. I would not recommend it at all. Rather, choose a hotel in the city. You'll regret it if you make the same mistake that I did. But the best was yet to come, as one of the most exciting things I did in Inverness was to take a bus tour to some of the exceptionally beautiful places in Scottish Highlands. After heading out of Inverness, our first stop was the famous Loch Ness. It is a beautiful lake that is spread across 37 kilometers, and the scenery around it is absolutely breathtaking. The lake is so huge it almost looks like a sea. We had a pit stop here, and if you know me, none of my trips are ever complete without a picture. Loch Ness is home to the legendary Loch Ness monster, which is locally known as Nessie. Nessie is a creature belonging to this part of Scottish Highlands. Interestingly, not many people have seen Nessie, but numerous people have spent their lives trying to find Nessie. Having said that, seeing Nessie in real life would be a stroke of luck for all of us. We continued our journey, and on the route we drove by some of the beautiful villages of the Highlands. Since we are now in deep Scottish Highlands, we expected to find the famous Scottish cows too. And a couple of minutes later, by our good luck, we were able to finally spot them as well. Our guide was kind enough to stop for us outside a farm. These cows are easily recognized by their heavy furs and distinctive horns. Found in Scottish Highlands, they are mostly bred for meat. We took a few pictures and videos with them, and some tourists were also feeding them grass and trying to interact and play with them. Overall, it was a fun experience. Fun fact, English is not the only language spoken here. People also speak Scots and Gaelic. I noticed Gaelic was also written on some of the roadside boards. You must be thinking, why are these highlands, aka mountains, different than back at home? Why there are no trees? Well, the simple answer is climate. Unfavorable wet weather does not help with the growth of trees. The long answer goes back to 5000 years ago when farmers came here, slowly civilization grew and lots of sheep came. And they eat a lot. So, Highlanding sheep and also their feet are not good for the land. Hence, the highlands have no dense forest cover and only grass is seen everywhere. Since the highlands are so pretty, we took yet another stop to admire the beauty of these misty mountains we were seeing from bus. Since it was summers when I went to the highlands, in the winters these green mountains will be mostly covered in snow. Throughout history, before the 1600s, the Scottish Highlands were made up of clans, each with their own family. These clans, having their own castles, were a close-knit unit. In the 1800s, the King of England tried to break these clans and gave each clan its own regiment in the British Army. Because of high number of clans, today we see so many castles in Scotland, some restored and maintained while others are in ruins. We are now passing by Kyle, another beautiful town just minutes away from Skye. We took a quick comfort break here, and no doubt I took this chance to get some pictures for myself too. Now we are about to cross the Skye Bridge and finally enter Isle of Skye. I'm super excited and so looking forward to be at the Misty Island. Our first stop in the Isle of Skye is Loch Ainort. This was the first location on the tour that made me say wow. I mean it was breathtakingly beautiful. We spent a few minutes here, and at this point, I did not want to go inside the bus. Our next stop was Portree, a charming little town on the Isle of Skye and also the capital. The town is famous for its colorful houses and its picturesque harbour. We only had an hour here to have our lunch, and so it was very difficult to explore it in such a short time. Literally, all I could do here was to taste some local cuisines. Hence, I tried a venison burger here, one of the natural foods of Scotland, along with Edinburgh, a carbonated soft drink which is local to Scotland. It is not even available in England. Interesting, right? And not to mention, both of them were amazingly delicious. The Old Man of Storr was our next stoppage. It is a famous rock formation that looks like it is from another planet. The sad part for me was that we had to walk it from the road. The hike wasn't a part of the tour. Although the landscape did inspire me to do a hike here in the future sometime. So who knows when I'm back here, right? Our next stop was Kilt Rock. It is a stunning sea cliff that looks like it is made of tartan and has the shape of kilt, the Scottish knee-length skirt. These unusual rock formations were caused by volcanic activity some 60 million years ago. This is one of the top places to see in Isle of Skye, and I could see why. The view from the top is simply amazing. Next in the tour was Fairy Pools, basically a series of crystal clear small waterfalls in a beautiful valley. Our bus dropped us in the parking area, and from there it was a good 20 to 30 minutes of downward hike one way, depending upon your fitness. It was easier to reach, but coming back was a bit tiring. Although I was surprised to see that some people were actually taking a dip here. I could just never do that. These highlands are so picturesque that in some locations they literally look like a painting on a canvas. Don't you agree? It is almost time to say bye to the Isle of Skye, but before we drive off the island, we took another quick comfort break at the lake view of South Obbe. I'm not even tired of saying how gorgeous this island is and the lakes are. Look how pretty these homes are and the views they get every day. Our last stop in this tour was Eilean Donan Castle. It is a 12th century castle and one of the most beautiful castles from Scotland. It was also featured in a couple of movies, including a James Bond movie and the famous show Highlander. The castle was destroyed by the Royal Navy in the 17th century as part of war between Britain and Spain. It was rebuilt only in 1932 with millions of pounds spent and took 20 years of construction time. Fascinating, isn't it? It started to rain when we reached there. It only made the castle look prettier. Even though we could not go inside, still I will always remember this castle. We also took a peek at the Urquhart Castle, but only from the road. It is a ruined castle on the side of Loch Ness in Inverness with ruins present from the 13th century. What a beautiful view we got from the road. And this brings us back to Inverness on a beautiful sunny evening. What an amazing day it has been. I enjoyed my last meal at a Mexican restaurant in Inverness before heading back to Edinburgh. I am finally headed back to Edinburgh with beautiful memories and an amazing bus journey, no less. Passing by this M90 bridge towards Edinburgh with glass ceiling in the bus was just mesmerizing. Don't you guys agree? For me, it was spellbinding to look at how these wires were passing by with sun rays reaching us amid all that cloudy cover. My head was looking up the entire time we were on the bridge. I was completely hooked to the view. I truly hope that you guys enjoyed coming along with me on this journey. Thanks for watching and don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more exciting travel videos. Until next time, happy travels!